All right, this is a quick look at the Allergy and Asthma Center of Western Colorado. If anything's bothering you right now, you should go see them, but primarily the pollinators in the atmosphere right now, or I should say the agitators, are mostly the trees, and we're starting to see an increase in the grass as well. Simultaneous trees will lower. I've been saying that for a couple of weeks now, and it is slowly lowering. But again, the big problem now is the elm seeds are everywhere. You open your door and they rush inside your house, and they're in your car. Elms, one of my favorite trees. Partly cloudy skies outside right now. I'd be the first to admit I'd expected a lot more darker skies in the Delta County and especially in the Montrose County area with a bit of a southerly influence pushing in some of that moisture in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. That hasn't happened today. As a result, we've warmed nicely in both of these areas. A little bit warmer than yesterday. I was really concerned lately with Delta getting close to the 90-degree club again. I said it wouldn't happen. Here we are parked at 89. Very likely we'll see an official 90-degree reading again in Delta County today. 83 is the average temperature for Grand Junction, 79, 80 average temperature at Montrose this time of the year. We're knocking at the end of the month, and we actually have a full moon coming up for the first part of June. So we are going to get into more cloud coverage, more rain opportunities, and a lot less viewing abilities, whether it's for the moon, the stars, or the planets, for the next 5 to 10 days. In fact, June starts relatively on a rainy note for us, and that means we shouldn't be very warm to hot, because we'll have these rain clouds moving through in the afternoon hours. So kind of a mild to warm and rainy outlook for the end of May and the beginning of June. That's what we have going on. Tomorrow afternoon, we see a little bit more. Just like I said today would be, tomorrow we're also looking at that same potential for increased cloud coverage, courtesy of that southwest and that southerly flow pushing in some of that moisture. Now, most of it is well to our east right now, but by default, we could see some rogue storms popping up along and west of the divide. Now, wind speeds right now, we're 10 to 15, a little bit of a breeze out there, but we still maintain our spring wind profile, which can go 10 to up to 30 miles per hour. Top gusts of the day today, right around 25 miles per hour, 20 for Grand Junction, mid-20s for Delta, for Montrose. Once we get into tomorrow afternoon, some of those storms popping up could drive those wind gusts a little bit stronger. And of course, many of us will be feeling the wind as opposed to getting rain showers or cooling conditions. Now, you add the element of rain popping in the mountain zones, you add the warmer temperatures, we still have this very dangerous scenario with our area rivers. We have flood advisories, we have flood warnings, we have flood watches. If you are recreating, you just saw that news report we did. If you're recreating in the rivers, make sure you have a flotation device, make sure you're with a professional crew. If you're spectating on the side of the rivers, just know that those banks can collapse. Our rivers are wider and full, and they're moving rapidly, so that danger is going to continue. Last time I checked, cubic feet per second for the Colorado at the Utah-Colorado border, right around I think we're in the low 30,000 cubic feet per second. This time last year, we're 5,000, so big difference. Radar right now, quiet for the Grand Valley, not much. Clouds are up there. I don't have satellite mode engaged, otherwise we'd see a lot more of these cloudy conditions on this map. But radar sweeping clear for the Uncompahgre Valley as well. Can't say the same for tomorrow afternoon. We will be looking at some pop-up storms. We still have storms popping up in the eastern plains. Several of those areas are under watches and warnings for severe thresholds for thunderstorms, some hail and some lightning there. So again, that severe threat continues to the east as it's drawing up a lot of moisture coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. Now we get into tomorrow, we have dry conditions still ahead of that low pressure system. That low pressure system is kicking the high away from us. So this starts to open up the door. First, we have to get through the dry conditions tonight and the first half of tomorrow. Then that low pressure system starts to arrive, starts to drive some of that southwest flow in, and then we'll start to see moisture from our source region, the eastern Pacific, right around the Baja Peninsula. So we start to see that developing in the afternoon hours tomorrow, into the evening hours of tomorrow. And then once we move through the rest of the work week, this will be our main weather maker all the way into the middle of this upcoming weekend. After that, we'll still have a shot of rain showers moving through, and it'll be coming at us in waves of energy kicking around from the southwest, from the Pacific Northwest. So not the most ideal scenario if you like to go catch some sunshine and go climbing the mountains. You could I probably wouldn't bag 14ers, 13ers. The freezing level is right around 12,000 feet. We could even see some snow this weekend in some of those high elevation sites. But if you're moseying around the 9, the 10, the 11,000 foot mark, just be mindful of lightning, because once those storms pop up midday, and you're not done, you're not down, then you're going to get yourself in a little bit of trouble. Temperature-wise, we do take a little dip for Grand Junction heading into the weekend with those rain showers. Same scenario for Montrose. We take a dip. In fact, remember, we're supposed to be on the opposite end of the 70s. So heading into the weekend, you might feel some of this relief. And of course, we'll be looking at increased rain showers. We're not in a drought scenario. We don't have a deficit, but looking at this extended forecast, knowing well into June, we'll see more rain. Sounds good to me.